Do you ever find yourself imprisoned by the weight of pride, feeling disconnected from those you love? What if I told you that humility and reconciliation could be the keys to unlocking a life of deeper connection, peace, and contentment? Imagine transforming your relationships and your heart by drawing from timeless wisdom. Intrigued? Today we're diving into Genesis chapter 25, verses 27 to 34, to uncover profound lessons that can reshape our lives. This passage centers around Jacob and Esau, two brothers whose story is stained by rivalry and deceit. Yet from this narrative springs a fountain of insight about humility and reconciliation. These ancient lessons have rippled through the millennia and are as relevant now as they were then. The scripture starts with a stark contrast between these two brothers. The boys grew up, and Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, while Jacob was content to stay at home among the tents. Genesis 25:27. Already we see the seeds of division. One is rugged and adventurous, the other reserved and domestic. Jacob, feeling overshadowed by his brother, orchestrates a cunning plan to secure his future. He takes advantage of Esau's immediate hunger, trading a simple bowl of stew for Esau's birthright. "Look, I am about to die," Esau said. "What good is the birthright to me?" Genesis 25:32. Here, Esau's impulsiveness and lack of foresight collide with Jacob's calculated ambition. This transaction isn't just a story of sibling rivalry. It's a mirror reflecting our own lives. How often do we find ourselves in Esau's shoes, surrendering long-term values for short-term gratifications? Or perhaps we identify more with Jacob, whose schemes and manipulations stem from insecurity and a desire to be accepted. Let's pause and dig deeper. What drives us to make these poor choices? Pride, hunger for validation, and sometimes sheer desperation. These emotions can lead us down paths we later regret, rupturing our relationships and distancing us from our true selves. The essence of this story challenges us to confront these tendencies and strive for humility instead. Jacob's journey offers profound lessons in humility and reconciliation. When Jacob tricks Esau out of his birthright, he sets off a chain of events that drive a wedge between the brothers for years. It's a stark reminder that pride and deceit can have long-lasting consequences, but it also opens the door to redemption. Now take a moment to reflect. In what areas of your life could you embrace humility to heal and strengthen your relationships? Is there someone you need to seek reconciliation with, a bridge that needs repairing? Interestingly, the scripture leaves a gap in the immediate resolution of their conflict, but it sets the stage for future chapters where forgiveness and reconciliation become possible. Jacob's journey is far from over, and neither is ours. It teaches us that our mistakes, though significant, don't have to define our entire narrative. There's always room for redemption. This also brings us to the power of humility. Humility isn't about thinking less of ourselves. It's about thinking of ourselves less. It opens the heart to compassion, understanding, and most crucially, reconciliation. Humility allows us to put aside our pride and reach out even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Imagine a world where we all practiced a little more humility and sought a bit more reconciliation, where families mired in conflict could find peace, friendships fractured by misunderstandings could mend, and communities divided by differences could come together. This isn't just theoretical, it's transformational. In your own life, what would it look like to practice humility today? To make that phone call, send that message, or take that step toward reconciliation? Remember, humility isn't a sign of weakness, but a strength that can move mountains and heal hearts. Now, like Jesus, if you have faith and believe that God has a bigger plan for your life, leave a comment saying, "I believe and wait," so that we all know you believe too. Your testimony of faith might inspire someone else to take that first brave step towards change. Let's take it one step further. From a spiritual perspective, every act of humility and reconciliation aligns us more closely with the divine will. It's as if each moment of humility tunes our hearts to a higher frequency, allowing us to live in a state of grace and harmony. In this light, the story of Jacob and Esau isn't just an old tale, but a vivid reminder of the power we each hold to transform conflict into peace, deceit into truth, and pride into humility. As we conclude today's sermon, remember these key takeaways. Embrace humility as a strength that rebuilds rather than destroys. Seek reconciliation, knowing it paves the way for deeper, more meaningful connections. Reflect on the ways you can integrate these lessons into your own life, making the ancient wisdom of the Bible a living, breathing part of your daily existence. Stay tuned as we continue this journey through Genesis, unearthing more treasures of wisdom and insight. Every chapter holds the potential to touch our lives in ways we never imagined, and I can't wait to explore them with you. Thank you for being here. Let's meet again next time, bringing open hearts and minds ready to be transformed by the timeless teachings of the Bible. May you walk away today feeling inspired, encouraged, and eager to embrace humility and reconciliation in your own life. Until next time, keep reflecting, keep believing, and keep journeying forward on this path of spiritual growth and understanding. See you in the next sermon, where we uncover more of the divine wisdom that guides our lives.